Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. This is your man, Ralph Tresvant of Extreme News, TV. I would like you to wake up from your slumber. The day break has come. So you don't need to be asleep. You don't need to be slow in thinking. Here is news or information we are getting from Defense Headquarters. Nigerian military has done it again with their crafty ways of at least, maiming, enslaving, decimating the Igbo neglected nation. The neglected nation of Biafran coastal line, I mean the south-south, I mean the southeast. The Nigerian army has come out to tell the whole world that the Igbos are no longer enrolling into Nigerian military. Why? Why must you just bring somebody down? Why must you just come up again to lean, to help him at least, stand up? These are many tricks of Nigerian military forces. How could you think that the youth of that region could still have love, the desire, the crutches to at least be among Nigerian military, while you are the one that has been reducing the numbers, the population of the youth of that region, just out of hatred, just out of marginalization? I think if any Igbo parents, any Igbo family is allowing his children enroll into Nigerian military, I think something is missing somewhere. The Nigerian military should come out and, as they did, make peace with those youth. Ask those youth for apology, and they do the needful. What am I saying here? Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Order the DSS for immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot just beat somebody, beat him, bully him and punch him, and still be dining, eating, and drinking with him. You can't whine with me after you must have brought me down, bullied me, rejected me, hated me, excommunicate me, not even including me in sharing of some benefits, and I will easily just forgive you and begin to communicate with you, giving you my heart, providing solution to certain issues if it arises. See, Igbos are not fool. Igbo man is not a fool. Look at the slot given to southeastern Nigeria by Nigerian military, because enrollment into the military is on course now, is progressively going on, and the Igbo youths are not following up at all. To every Igbo youth in the southeast, Nigerian military now sit. If you discuss Nigerian military with these youths, you will see them instantly throwing out. Yes, they will be throwing out because they were marginalized in the past. They were maimed and neutralized unnecessarily to the level that even the sucklings, various babies, mothers, innocent women were neutralized, maybe out of mistake, out of hatred, mere hatred, without apology, without reparation, compensation of any sort in Igbo land, simply because some criminals committed their dastard act, their criminal act, and all these that perpetrators are not largely Igbos, but Fulani bandits. Currently, enrollment into the military is going on and on in the coastal line of Biafra. All those our sister tribes like the Ijos, who were maimed and neglected in the past by Nigerian military. Oh my God, look at what happened at Okoma community. Okoma, in Delta State, you are still telling me that the youths over there will have the urge, the passion to mingle with Nigerian soldier, as in, if designated to any position in the military today. Do you think they are going to work with you? Do you think they are going to take the offer? No, nobody, no man along the coastal line of Biafra, as in the tribes, is a fool. No, they are not fools. They are created by God. They have gone one way or the other through hell on the hands of Nigerian military. That's why it is not easy. All these slots, at least channeled to the southeastern Nigeria, they are giving Enugu State 200, not up to 100. They could not get up to 100. I'm telling you that those people that are even enrolled into Nigerian military, they don't have the passion, they don't have the love. They are not originally living in Igbo land. They were people that, you know, are living outside Igbo land because they have not seen the devastation, the kind of havoc, the kind of hatred and hostility wreaked in Igbo land by Nigerian nation. I'm telling you, that's why the soldier could stop all this. You know, I believe that those soldiers that are even appealing for the Igbo youths, I think they were good soldiers from Igbo land, from our good sister tribes like Efik, Ibibio, Robo, you know, Edo, the Benin. I know, might be Yorubas. We are trying to convince Igbo youths to join Nigerian military, while what is going on, this kind of present pogrom is going on against Igbo youths, against Igbo man, against Igbo community in the southeastern Nigeria. Listen and listen good. I'm not having hatred of anybody, of any tribe, of any soldier, of any police. I like the police, I like soldier, everybody. But what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to cough out what has been lying so recessive potential in me over the years. I studied the Nigerian environment. Everything in this life, everything in this country is against Igbo man. How do you think it's right that they should be enlisted? They have parents that were killed and maimed unnecessarily, extrajudicially in the southeastern Nigeria, and you still are trying to invite those youths and reintegrate them into Nigerian military that we've oftentimes read about how you forgive Boko Haram, forgive bandits, and reintegrate them into the same Nigerian military. Igbo man, are we going to work with Boko Haram or Fulani bandits? I think decisive action should be taken against the bandits, you know, aligning with the community people in Igbo land. That's good. That's a good move by Nigerian soldiers. But there should be a serious, you know, let me say seminar sort of, or workshop, so that those youth should be educated. The Igbo man should be educated, and they should come out and tell the Nigerian government what actually should be done. For the Igbo youths to be convinced to go back to that place. See, they have meetings, they have groups, they have platforms on social media. You cannot just easily convince them. I'm providing solution here. Going into the southeastern Nigeria, giving them slot of 10,000 or 50,000 required to come from that axis of Nigeria is not easy. Because already they are wise, they are educated, they have gone wild up against what is going on in Igbo communities across the southeastern states of the Federation, how the Fulani headers have been at least, you know, buying, unaliving Igbo farmers, Igbo villagers. Various communities have been abandoned in Enugu State as a result of Fulani bandits. And Nigerian nation has not paid any attention when they fight hard to bring them down, according to allegation. Allegedly, the Fulani bandits were helped by their brothers that are in the Nigerian military forces. You see it. So it's not going to be easy. And what we are saying is that we're employing the army at least to go to the village, to the communities, and make peace with the men, with the women, with the community leaders, everybody, to know what they are asking for. Why the youths are at least abandoning, you know, working or enlisting into the Nigerian military. There are cogent reasons for that. They don't just shy away, you know, making mockery of Nigerian military forces or whatever. Something must have orchestrated it. Who instigated it? Something must have orchestrated it. The instigators are the Fulani, enemies of the Igbo race. The Fulani, enemies of Yoruba race. The Fulani are the common enemies of the Igbos, and they still are trying to allow the Igbo youth to come in. No, it is not right. Nobody is against the military, you know, enlistment. Nobody. In Igbo land, they all like soldiers. They want to be part of soldiers. there was this kind of quota system, and that quota is what the Igbo man has been fighting and fighting over the years. In the 1980s, 70s, 90s, they don't allow Igbos in their large number, even in the police. They could only go, to North and Achikoto on North, they would be enlisted in their large numbers. I know, 90s, 80s, while the people on the southeastern Nigeria are neglected. They don't. Yeah, this time around, why coming to Igbo land to ask the Igbo youth to be enlisted into Nigerian military, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still incarcerated in DSS facilities? They should go there. The only reason, the only thing that could allow enlistment of the Igbo youth freely is releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu first. Kanu should gain his freedom first. It's no question of talking, speaking to the community leaders or going all over, ransacking the whole communities in Igbo land, looking for youth. No, everybody in the southeast are engaged on doing one thing or the other. Unless Igbos that are living outside the southeastern Nigeria is their youth that could at least, agree to be enlisted or enrolled into the military. Because those ones that are living, indigenous people of Igbo land, can never. Because they have seen lots and lots of animosities, hostilities channeled to their parents, to their brothers and sisters. Imagine what is happening in Osumohu, what is happening in Ihiala, Mbede, Olo in Imo State has become a killing field. Many, Olo in Imo State is the community of hope who's the man. Hope that all these analyses we are giving out are getting to the ears of the elites concerned appropriate department of the government of the Federation of Nigeria, although the hometown of Hope, Ozodimba, how many youths are still alive today in Olu community? And we are still inviting the Igbo youths to join the military. We are listening. We are all analysts, and we are into, this constant beating of drums. Beating of drums, blowing the trumpet. That's why we are, into journalism. Publicity is it. We are the Igbos. I'm an Igbo man. We know what is going on in Igbo land. I'm telling you that none of them is going to agree with this kind of offer. Hey, you are offering someone, giving somebody this kind of offer, the hard way, the only way. I don't think any one of them could like to embark on such mission. It's a dangerous mission. Enlisting into Nigerian military that has been infiltrated by Boko Haram and the Fulani insurgents. And they are there. Now. They have to save their life. They have to run for their lives. Nigerian military is a very good entity. We love them. They are the best all over the world. I can remember in the past when they were going for United Nations peace, keeping forces. All Africa, even outside Africa, we always confessed. What about Namibia 1989? Nigerian police, the best. Yes, what about Sudan? The long-lasted Sudan civil unrest and civil war, Nigerian peacekeeping force went to Sudan. They actually outperformed the rest of African countries. That is the expertise our military are well known for in the past. But today, presently, after 2015 administration of Buhari, who at least showed the Igbos the highest animosities ever perpetrated on the Igbos in the history of the country, we begin to look at Nigerian military as Major General Buhari military forces. Yes, it is unfair because we've seen that Buhari himself actually came to the second time to rule Nigeria, to annihilate, to oppress, to bring down the Igbos, Igbo man's business, the Igbos at the federal, let me say, agencies. But I think we still have Chukwuokike Abiama. Yes, Chukwuokike Abiama is it. The Igbo man survived Buhari regime of 1983 to 1985. Barely 2 years, the Igbos were actually nearly at the brinks of, let me say, extinction. out of existence. But kudos and thanks to Babangida administration, who at least came into the stage and at least hosted the Fulani military man. And that was how Igbo started breathing good oxygen air from 1985 till 1993 until Babangida, at least left his office of authority. From Abacha era to Obasanjo era, we started bouncing back immensely. So then from Obasanjo to Jonathan, to Jonathan, yes, we actually breathed good air. The Igbos, the most oppressed people in Africa. We don't hide the truth. The Igbo man, the most oppressed people. Every system in Nigeria that is headed by the Fulanis, the Igbo man is at the receiving end. So today, making arrangements, to see the Igbo youth being part or becoming part of Nigerian military, I think it's going to be an ECOM project. Why? Why am I just tagging it an ECOM project? Is because it is very difficult to convince people, so much oppressed, so much annihilated, so much marginalized and exploited. You can't give them enough conviction to at least reintegrate them into the system that was against them in the past. There are many things you should do to placate the people of that region, thereby convincing them safety of those youths is what is paramount here. We don't want to lose more people. We have been losing and losing and losing. After 67, 68, 69, 70 of Nigerian Biafran civil war, the Igbos lack many men, and they started afresh again. Even the money given them wasn't enough. Large amount of money belonged to the Igbos were seized in various banks across the nation. Courtesy of Bafemi Awolowo of southeastern Nigeria. We are not forgetting in a haste. We can never ever forget in a haste. We are not forgetting that we the Igbos had been in the past brought down, marginalized, subjected to all manners of deprivation and the hostilities by people from certain regions. We don't forget easily that Aguiyi was one of the best military head of state we have ever had in Nigeria. They sniffed life out of him. The same Fulani hegemony, the same Fulani enemies of the Igbos actually instigated the coup of 1966, turned it against the Igbos. The highest number in that coup were the people from Southwest, people from North, Core North. Yet BBC made an announcement that it was Igbo coup, and that was how annihilation, exploitation, marginalization of the Igbos started in 1966. Igbos were actually eliminated in their large numbers. Jumakwambo, if you want to hear or read in detail, please ask Frederick Forsyth, the British war reporter. He was a journalist covering Biafran Nigerian Civil War, all the happenings in the southeastern region. A closer friend to Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu than even his kinsman in the UK. His name is Frederick Forsyth, the author of The Making of an African Legend, the author of Chukwemeka, my friend, the author of The Days of Jakar and the Soldier. See, listen and listen good. It is not going to be easy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still down in the jungle, suffering of all manners of inhumanities of man against man, and some persons are thinking of enlisting the Igbo youth into Nigerian military. No, to placate the Igbos now, I prefer solution. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is an innocent person. It has nothing to do with treasonable felony. It has nothing to do with indicting statements of which he was accused of. Look at the Director General of DSS. He made such statement barely 2 weeks now, and the whole country is boiling. That what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said to proffer solution to Nigerian nation has actually been one of the major speeches delivered by the DSS facility, DSS, the Director General. Yeah, a Yoruba man. So why are we holding someone, an innocent person, we actually blindfolded and kidnapped into Nigeria country? It is an extrajudiciary action against a fellow man. It shouldn't be. It is against the law of United Nations, United Nations Charter, Charter of United Nations, Charter of AU, African Union, Charter of ECOWAS. The whole African nations are watching Nigeria, bringing down the Igbos. It is unnecessary. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be free. If comes 29 April, 2nd May, and 6th May, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is failed to come out. I think decisive action should be taken all around the world. We've actually gone far to elucidate all our needs before Canadian nation, USA, Israel, Germany, and the United Nations. I think it is the right time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let off the hook. He has at least shown Nigeria from the Supreme Court to appeal court. What else has he done? You want to kill him? You want to bring him down? You want to buy him? You want to buy an erudite son of the Igbos who is an innocent man? He did not do anything. There are many people orchestrating bloody criminalities across Nigeria. Nobody is asking them why or bringing it to the book. I've never seen any Fulani man being tried in the court of law in Nigeria over incessant buying, annihilating, disaliving of farmers across Nigeria. But an innocent Igbo man has been held for over 48 months now. Wow, what a story. Indeed, Nigeria is a stage where anything could be at least dramatically possible. I want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu step out of DSS. We want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of incarceration before you begin to bargain with the Igbo youths. If they could be included in the military or Nigerian police force, we want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to walk out and get to his wife. There is need for the peace of that region, to allowing that region to be in peace. I mean the southeastern region. In fact, Nigeria is not getting it right. The political system is imbalanced. A gross inequality is going on and on and on and on against the Igbo man in the southeastern region. There are many anomalies, politically and socially, to be corrected here, to put in order. You cannot beat a man and stay a cry for him while looking for Igbo youths to include them in the Nigerian military. The news has spread all over the world. And you know the Igbos, they are everywhere. In Europe, in Asia, in Australia, in Oceania. They are in America, in everywhere. You can talk about. The 7 continents of the world have actually had it now. The Igbos in Australia, have you heard what federal government is saying? Have you seen the Nigerian military? They are coming again to incorporate, to allow the Igbo man again, reintegrate with them, and they start removing their hair with agova. And they start shaving their beards, their hairs, their head with broken bottles. Igbo man, Igbo youth, they are not looking towards the axis of Nigerian military enrolling. No, your people don't think wise. You don't think so wide. You don't think well. The people called Igbos, they think they reason well. They don't actually, behave as if they are hungry. Igbo man is not hungry. That's why it is not possible for Igbo man to look towards enrolling into Nigerian military. So what we are saying this time around is that everything about the Igbos should be put in order by the Nigerian nation. The first thing to do is to release the Igbo son, incarcerated for over 48 months, before the Igbos begin to look at that side. I think I have to pause here. I should pause here. When I come back, we should start again. This is Extreme News TV. I would like you to subscribe. I would like you to cheer. Please hit the notification bell. Come to the comment section. Talk with me. Discuss with our viewers, our lovers. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday.